Hi, it's Chris, and in this video we're going to be talking about the 5 major myths in doing laundry. So the first myth we want to talk about is that washing clothes kills germs. In order to kill germs on your clothing, you need to have a water temperature of 149 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm just going to let this run for a little bit so I can draw off a sample and we'll test what the water temperature is coming out of the tap here. So our water sample is about 120 degrees Fahrenheit. While that's great, it's not hot enough in order to kill germs on your clothing. I think we can consider that myth a total bust. The next biggest myth is more detergent is better for cleaning your clothes. So let's just take a look at what the manufacturer recommends, how much detergent you should use for your average full washer load. So the instructions here are saying for a full load, 2 capfuls. The reality is, all you really need to use is 2 tablespoons of high efficiency detergent. If you use more detergent than you're supposed to be, you're going to be creating a whole lot of problems. First, you're going to be graying your clothes. They're not going to come out whites anymore. You're also going to wind up with residue being left in your clothing, and you're going to wind up possibly developing some allergies and itching from the soap left in that clothing. As well, you're going to leave a residue inside your machine, and now you're going to start to get components being gunked up by that excess detergent. So as far as this myth of more detergent is better for doing your laundry, I'd say it's busted. So our next myth is socks. And which machine is it that makes them disappear, the washer or the dryer? Well, the reality is it's both. Both machines have the ability to eat socks. Sometimes it's just they fall down in between. The other places they wind up is they'll float up from one tub and down in between the other tub and actually get stuck inside the machine. And they'll actually float around in there for quite a while until they get to the point they ball up, till it starts affecting the performance. You wind up calling a technician, and that's where he finds them. That's pretty common. The other beast, the dryer, it too will have its way with your socks. As the machine starts to wear and the seals in the front start to become a little worn, and there's some movement and a gap between the drum and the front seal, those socks will work their way out over, and the dryer will spit them right down inside, and you'll find them sitting down here in the corners. So as far as the sock myth goes and machines eating your socks, I guess we've proved that that myth is actually true. So our next myth is clothes are shrinking in the dryer. The truth is, although it may seem that way, that the dryer's the one giving you the tiny little clothes that don't fit anymore, it's not the dryer. In most cases, it's actually the washer that's causing the problem. With the wrong temperature setting, that's what's going to shrink your clothing 9 times out of 10. So the myth that the dryer is causing the shrinkage in your clothing is totally busted. It's not the dryer, it's the washer. It's wrong water temperature and not following the directions that's on the label as to how to wash that clothing. And our last myth is you need to use fabric softener. Definitely don't. More information is coming out all the time regarding the use of fabric softeners. And they're finding issues that the use of fabric softener actually winds up putting a coating on the clothing, embeds right into the fibers, so it stops being absorbent. Your towels no longer pick up the moisture like they used to. And not only that, it actually winds up causing a problem in your machines. You'll wind up in your washer with it becoming gunky and gooey inside, and in your dryer it's going to leave a coating on some of the sensors so you don't get proper operation from the dryer. As well, you'll find that there's warnings on the fabric softener, be it the sheet style or the liquid style, that warn you as far as using it on baby's clothing, because it actually reduces the fire resistance of the clothing. So now you have a fire concern. Heaven forbid you should ever have that issue, but keep in mind, and we've done testing on this, that the heavy use of fabric softener will increase the flammability of clothing. So for us, myth is totally busted. Thanks very much for watching. We hope we've been able to debunk 5 of the major myths in doing laundry. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. And while you're at it, swing over to Fix.com and check out our blog.